When exactly will the stock market crash? And should you sell now, or should we wait and sell later when the market goes down? Well, in this video, we are going to uncover the answers to those questions. Check this out. In 2022, if you would have invested your money at the beginning of the year, by the end of 2022, your invested money would have been down 19.4%. This means you could have held on to your money throughout 2022, not invested, and probably done a lot better than investing in the first place. I mean, you could have picked up a side hustle, picking up dog poop and making more money than you did in the stock market in 2022. And yes, picking up dog poop, that's a real thing. And during these times when the stock market's going down, a lot of the experts, they come out all of a sudden and they say, but wait, this time is different. This is a crash like we've never seen before. This is all going to change. You better be careful and you better pull all of your money out of the stock market and never invest again. Does that sound familiar or what? But then, fast forward to 2023, the S&P 500 gains well over 23.1% as of the recording of this video. So when do we sell? Well, if we're trying to achieve financial independence, which is the goal of this channel, we need to dig into this a little bit more. And this is actually where this incredible graph from Vanguard comes into play. There's a few times over the last 25 years that I guess we could consider maybe a decent crash if you want to. And the first one would be the tech bubble burst of the early 2000s. The second would have been the global financial crisis of 2008. And I would say the third might be COVID-19 because it was kind of sudden and dramatic in March of 2020. So in this particular video that I'm about to play from Vanguard, it assumes that back in 1992, way back here, you invested $10,000. But there's going to be a different scenario that pops up. As we go forward, from 1992 onward, you're going to make a decision when things get tough. Do you get afraid? Do you listen to those experts that tell you that this time is a little bit different and you decide, I'm going to cash out my money and instead of investing it in the stock market, I'm going to put it into a treasury? So here we are, we're playing forward. Right there is the tech bubble crash. Do you see that? That's indicated by that orange line, and right there it says tech bubble burst. But have a look at this. Here we are in the year 2006. Oh my gosh. Now, do you see that? Do you see that peaking? And look, now it starts crashing back down. But here's the thing. If that one person cashed out and put themselves into a US Treasury bill, look at what happens. I mean, from that period all the way up to right around 2006, that peaks up to about $50,000 by staying invested. So remember, we've stayed invested since January of 1992 with that singular $10,000. We didn't spend a dollar more into this investment. We're just watching this $10,000 grow. But because you exited on that orange line during the tech bubble burst, look what happens here in December of 2008. Now we're at $30,000 versus $26,000. You're not getting that growth. And as you can see, we're about to exit again because right there it is, the great financial recession of 2008. So now, here we are in 2011, things are looking better. And oh my gosh, it's 2012 and things, oh my gosh, look at 2013. Let me pause it. Look at this, February 2014. Your invested cash at $10,000 is now worth $73,286. If you would have sold in 2000 after the tech bubble burst, you would only have a measly $26,000. If you exited during the global financial crisis, you would have a measly $23,000 right now. Persist while others quit, as it says at the top of this graph. Oh my gosh, can you believe this? I mean, this is the scary stuff that people like to put all over the news, all over YouTube that says, oh my gosh, it's crashing, sell now, run away. But if you just persisted in good faith of the S&P 500 or in good faith of overall stock market performance, you can see it paints a different picture, but it's not over yet. Because what happens after that? Well, as we know, 2020 comes along and there's that thing called COVID, right? And when COVID hits, it kind of crashes down pretty quickly in March of 2020. Now, as we can see, things are looking good in 2018. We're up to about $100,000. If you would have been silly and sold at the sell-off there in 2018, there you can see you're totally making another bad mistake. And then there's the COVID-19 pandemic. So here we are at the end. Right now, as of the recording of this video, I think this goes up to October of 2022. But look at this. So if you would have sold off at the COVID-19 pandemic, you'd only have 97,000. Same thing with that sell-off, you'd only have 105. But look at that, 160, 137 in October of 2022, as opposed to that 210 that it peaked at. And again, all it took was just holding on and being persistent. Imagine though, if you would have actually continued to contribute during this period of time, you'd have even more money than that. This is just the growth of one singular investment of $10,000 all the way back in January of 1992. Anytime the market dips or anytime the market goes down a little bit and all the people come out and say it's different this time, I actually start investing more money. Anytime I can get a side hustle going or any type of extra income, when that stock market goes down, when that greed and fear index goes into neutral fear or extreme fear territory, I try to invest more money than I do when it's in greed or extreme greed. I'm always investing, but I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive when it hits those other two. I'm going to include the link to the Fear and Greed Index in the link below. Feel free to check it out anytime you want. It's provided by CNN. And just to put my money where my mouth is on this, right here we see the S&P 500 year to date, and as of the recording of this video, December 29th, 2023, S&P is up 24.82% for the year. My portfolio is up 28.96%. So comparatively, 24 to 28, I'm beating the S&P by 4%. Not a whole lot, but it's still good. 28% as a result of continuing to stay invested and continuing to invest more money as the time goes on. In 2022, when we lost 19.4%, my portfolio only lost 17.84%, as you see right there. So to circle back on the questions earlier in this video, number one is, when will the stock market crash? Well, we don't exactly know when, but we know it's possible. And it might happen, and it probably will happen. It usually happens maybe once every 10 to 20 years. So the point is, just be ready for it and make sure you have your financial house in order so we can appropriately deal with it and hopefully invest money when it's down so that way we can enjoy the ride when it goes back up. And the question after that is, should we sell now or should we sell later? Well, I can't give you financial advice here, but I've already kind of said it. You don't sell when the market goes down. You sell when the market goes up if you want to, if you need to. See, if you do all that and you're taking advantage of the ups and the downs and you're averaging that 10% per year, that 7% per year in the S&P 500, what happens is you become financially independent, which means you're in control. You can do whatever you want. Whatever the F you want to do, you can do because you are in complete control. And that's powerful. That's magical. And I believe in you and I believe that it can happen. So the next time the stock market goes down, the next time the stock market crashes, do not listen to all the YouTubers, do not listen to the news that want to say this time is different. Oh my gosh, look at this, because all they're trying to do is get you scared for no apparent reason. If you're ready to get financially independent, what you need to do, check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.